I was on board the Folletto, the mothership of the flotilla, so we were the first to be intercepted. We were taken to this makeshift prison cargo ship. That's where the violence really began. The detention area was made up of 4 shipping containers surrounding a small concrete slab. The first container was the one every person was dragged through on arrival. Around 5 soldiers would beat each participant inside. As more boats were captured, the violence escalated. By the end, there were around 140 of us detained on that vessel, and I heard every single person being beaten as they were dragged through the container. When I was first dragged in, I was pricked with some sort of syringe in my chest. After the beatings in the dark container, people were thrown out into the yard where the injured crew were being held. Some came out unable to walk with broken bones, welts from being beaten by guns, their pants around their ankles. Over the 50 hours I was held there, we were repeatedly shot at close range with rubber bullets and had stun grenades thrown at us. Guards flooded the floors with freezing cold water as soon as people started to sleep. We were given almost no food, very little drinking water, and no medical treatment. Eventually, creating our own hospital inside one of the containers using old plastic bags to make slings and neck braces with the most seriously injured. On Wednesday, we were transferred to Ashdod port, where we were cable-tied and forced into stress positions for hours in the sun, including people already suffering broken bones. We were dragged around the port in front of hundreds of Israeli immigration officers without knowing we were being transferred again to another prison. I was kicked repeatedly, fracturing my ribs, and punched in the head dozens of times after demanding medical attention. Things didn't improve at Ketziot prison. I was violently strip-searched 3 times by multiple male officers. There are stories far worse than mine. The walls of the cell I was placed in were covered in Arabic writing left by Palestinian prisoners who had been detained there before us. We were fortunate enough to be released the following night. Palestinians don't get that privilege. What happened to us was horrifying and it needs to be shown. But the violence people are shocked by now is the same violence Palestinians have endured for generations without the same visibility, protection or platform. Our suffering should not matter more because the world recognises our faces. No one should have to survive what we experienced, and Palestinians have been surviving it every day for decades.